Brokey Schmokey. Today we'll play random. Okay. Scheiße. Yeah, because I wanna play a nightmare mode. Now, I mean, I could have just went for the dagger, you know? Maybe that would have been a better choice. My main fear is, I think right now, if I get hit, I'm just dead. Maybe not right now, but very soon, you know? And this is why I think HP stacking is probably better. There's a very big probably in there. Okay. I mean, it deals a lot of damage, that is the good thing, like look at this. And I don't think we want to go for multiple weapons, we just want to stack this as much as possible, get it to level 2, and then we'll slowly upgrade it over time. The reason we upgraded is, after 20 kills we get plus 1 HP, now it's after 18 kills I believe at least. Yeah, after 18 kills, then it's after 16 kills, and on the final level it's after 12 kills. Which, you know, that is actually quite fast. So, you can build up a lot of HP, if you're lucky. You can also just die because you don't manage to kill all of the enemies, and that is the problem. Beautiful. Nice. We'll combine another one. How's it look? I know on the main channel I always want the hot waves, you know, because most money. But in this case here, this is literally a death sentence. I have no idea how I'll survive this. I don't think I could have done this with the Ghost Flint, to be honest. And maybe I should have just went for the railgun, ignore the plus 10 bonus damage we get on the ethereal weapons, be happy with the bonus dodge, right? Because that is still a lot of base damage, and go with that. But now we are stuck in this. Yeah, that will not happen. Attack speed. I need to bump up attack speed ASAP, by the way. That's like the most important stat, as well as attack speed. There are two ways how you can beat this. Number one is you go for a humongous amount of attack speed. Number two is you go for pierce and a decent amount of attack speed. Because the horde waves will be the biggest issue, and this starts any moment where a lot of enemies can build up. So it's not even just for the horde waves on wave 11, 12, 14, 15. Those are just the ones where they can spawn, like I don't recall where it was exactly. How are we doing HP wise? We are doing okay. So our goal is we want to have weapons that scale with HP, and technically speaking I could actually switch over to the potato thrower and that could be a lot of fun. We could also pick up fruits and explode, but that means the enemies are walking close in, which I'm not the biggest fan of, you know. Okay, you really want to mess with me? That's not great. Do you crit well? You actually crit well, I'll take that. Not worth it. We are building up HP, so why pay for it, right? Beautiful. Let's combine them. Oh, this is horrible. We found the pierce. Now, this is one very important puzzle piece, but we only deal 30% damage to the enemies, but with enough shots, we should still be able to take them down. It could actually be that it's not enough damage for the nightmare mode. You know, that the enemies just have a little bit too much HP. Because if you think about it, if usually only dealing 30% damage is enough, if they have 20% more HP, well, it's not really 20%, but they go from plus 40% to plus 60%, then this could mean we need an additional shot. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but this could then mean we don't kill the enemies as fast anymore, and just one of them stays alive, you know, literally just one of them. But every wave, one of them, and suddenly, we are dead. You know? Dodge is good. I can't do that. HP regeneration will not matter most likely. Loot worm is kind of nice. Now here's the explodey boy. But I think I will really just focus on going for the ghost scepters. Damage is now also a thing I need to bump up ASAP. But yeah, we want to make sure that we get as many ghost scepters as possible. And in case you're wondering, Dex, why do you not combine the weapons? Then you probably never played this before. Not Brotato, but the character with the weapon. The biggest issue that can happen here is that you don't find enough of the weapons when you need them. Now, with the melee weapons, this is a little bit of a different story, because on wave 9, on loud at least, I try to have 2 red of the daggers that give you attack speed, But this works because attack speed means you become stronger and can't really die, while with this one here, it doesn't make you stronger, right? You don't get damage to actually kill enemies, so they build up and eventually take you down. In other words, we can't afford it with this weapon. Max HP minus 1 damage, you know what, I don't care. Crit is okay. You, roll. Trees is good. Experience I'll also take a little bit. Let's combine them. Let's continue. Now I'm really curious if this will be enough to win the game. I highly doubt it. But I'm also currently wondering, what is like the requirement? Like, what do we need to win this? Is it really just a potato thrower? Like, it has a lot of damage scaling with HP, but it's also not that strong, you know. And the big risk is, it is very, very easy to die. Even though we have so much HP, because we multiply all of the damage we take by almost twice the amount. It's like 82% bonus or 83, 87 even, okay, a little bit more, but not that much. And that is a lot. Right, that is really a lot. Now the good news is we can take anything with negative armor because it pretty much makes no difference. I mean, sure, because you don't recycle for a lot. This is beautiful. Just a little bit dangerous, but not really. Attack speed. You. That is a lot of items. This is a very good example for an item that we can take. I don't want to take this really, because we rely on the dodge. That is beautiful. Nah. You scale with HP, but you're a melee weapon. I can't afford to go for melee weapon, because keep in mind we take so much damage. There will be enemies later that deal 70 damage with a single hit on us. And I'm not even sure how we deal with that. Like, how do we recover enough HP to stay alive? I don't know. I don't think we can. I still believe the railgun could have been the right choice. Like, the nice thing about the railgun is, not only does it get damage out of dodge, but also it ramps up its damage over time. Okay. Take a slow dex. It ramps up its damage over time, which then means that even if you didn't have enough damage at the start of the wave, you will have enough damage towards the end of the wave, and you can entirely focus on percent damage instead of increasing the base damage by getting range damage and dodge and things like that, right? And that takes away one stat that you need to high roll to get enough out of it. I'll take you because you sell for nothing, I'll take you because you're bonus damage. 8% damage, let's do it. Here's the railgun, funny enough. And you see how much damage it has, right? It already has more damage than these that got the bonus damage. It has an absurdly high cooldown. Well, actually it's not even that high. No, never mind. Huh, interesting. I thought it's faster. So I guess with that attack speed we don't actually go for you. Also interesting. Well, why would I go for that though? Sure, sure. Yes? Yeah, sure. I need to make sure we have enough damage, because we could, in theory, get to a point where we are so tanky, like we have so much HP, that I can survive most of the stuff. But to get there, I need to be able to clear the enemies. Like, one big flaw, one big issue that can happen is, you manage to survive the enemies, but you don't kill enough to earn a decent amount of money. Or you just can't collect it, you know, because it's somewhere on the stage that you can't reach. Okay, lucky dodge. Well, it's not really lucky, right? We have like max dodge. But yeah, you can't get the money, and then you can't buy stuff, and you fall behind. And while this may work for a few rounds to just survive and dodge the enemies, realistically speaking, you have like 1, 2, 3 of those rounds maximum. And that was it. GG. Nice dodge. Oh my god, your ball is cursed. Well, let's just ignore the guy. Did we actually destroy the cursed ball? That's insane. I have a thing, you know, that bit me on my arm, and now it scratches. That's annoying. This is honestly not bad. That is a lot of healing. We can take that. That also means I'll go for more healing in general. Like, once you start the healing route, if you have enough of it, you can actually go crazy with that, I would say. But we need more crit. And crit multiplies all of our damage, including the starting bonus that we got, so that's kind of nice. Though, let's not pretend, like, just crit will be enough to deal enough damage. Like, this is pathetic, these numbers, right? How did you manage to lay an egg? I already killed you. I need to take care of the dashers whenever we have free time, because they are the biggest threat to us. Most of these are chill, but this one here dashes a little bit too much for my taste. The other one that does the strike is very fine, unless you get cornered. Oh, please tell me we face the Horde Wave on 11. On 12, not 11. 11 is exactly what I don't want to see. Because then I would have another round of scaling. And I need more attack speed, it looks like. Maybe also a bit more range, but I'm not sure if range will help, because if you don't have enough attack speed, you know, you can't even make use of the range, because exactly this happens. This was not even a Horde Wave. Okay, good. Good. Let's roll for damage. Range, okay, I'll take it because I was there. I can't afford to reduce my damage right now. Range damage. Honestly, this is so bad, this run. I'll just take that. What is our dodge? 74%. Right, you can have 90%. Holy moly, I totally forgot about that. That is the broken part about you. I actually really love that guy for endless runs. Because you can genuinely get to a point where you have so many tardigrades that you can't die anymore, statistically speaking. Now, whenever you do something, you know, it's not always according to the statistics. With 90% you expect to dodge 9 out of 10. Sometimes you get unlucky and over 100 hits, you only dodge every 5th one. And then you would be dead if you rely on the dodges. Oh my god, that was close. I almost walked into that guy. So, usually I would actually not take the hook. Because, in my opinion, you limit yourself way too much for usually a very useless outcome. In this case here, I'll do it, because I feel like we are about to lose the game either way. But I really shouldn't do this, because the next wave is the Horde Wave. You know what, if I survive the Horde Wave, I'll need more for the next Horde Wave. Let's just do it with the hook. Sure, that's nice. I'll take that. Yes, yes. If this gets cursed, that is actually insane. I'm not sure if I take it if it's not cursed, because we don't have that much time left. You know what, I will also attempt to curse that. Well, let's see if we manage to survive this. I doubt it a lot. But I will just stay in the corner and hope we have enough everything. Okay. Range seems to be just enough. How much is that? 40? Yeah, that's like barely just enough to hit the range guys of the enemy. We have a bit of a problem. And by a bit, I mean we have a lot of a problem. This is why I hate Horde Waves, by the way. Well, I just have to pray that our dodges actually work. Like, there's no way I'll not get hit here, by the way. Like, I'll get hit a lot, but we do have a lot of HP. Do you now see the problem of the Horde Wave? You would think it's perfect for us, but no, it's the opposite. It's horrible. It's a nightmare. Okay, I'll be honest. If we manage to survive that, I'm actually really impressed. I didn't expect that. Maybe I can go for just enough healing. Like crit healing and all of that. That we do recover enough HP. That is insane. I felt invulnerable there. That's completely crazy. Yeah, funny. Okay. I'll take that. I won't take you. I'll take you. 10% damage. Minus attack speed. But we do stack up attack speed as long as we don't get hit. Okay, so here's the problem. Because I did assume that we are pretty much insta-dead the moment we get hit. Like, I only survive a few hits. That is why I wanted to have the crystal. But now the crystal is a lot worse. Because we just learned we are actually quite powerful, right? However, it was already cursed. So why put it away? Okay, attack speed is going crazy. Oh my god. Did they double explode? That was close. Almost lost our attack speed boost. Yeah, they double explode. I actually never noticed that. That is probably the reason why they are such an issue for me. Because I always thought it's just one circle of balls. And then the second circle of balls got me. Like the moment I see a projectile and I see its path, I just consider where I'm not allowed to walk and walk away from that, and then suddenly a projectile appears from somewhere where I just didn't even look. Like, I didn't consider it could even come from that angle. Nice, nice. That's quite okay. No, but I couldn't have done the other one there. So this one here. 80 range is so much, but... Okay. We can do better. Oh my god, this again. Yeah, I'll lose. We have a chance, okay? Especially with the building up of the attack speed. We will actually become really strong very fast. I am just not sure if it's enough. But we do have a lot more crit this time. So many enemies that managed to survive before may not survive. We also have better pierce damage, which means many enemies that survived before may not survive. But the moment I get hit once, our bonus is gone. Unless we dodge, then we keep it. You know what? As this character, that's actually okay. Oh, I think we just dodged every single hit there. Holy moly, but you didn't just do that. Do you understand now, though, why the horde waves are such an issue? Dude, but I didn't get hit a single time in an entire run. On the wave. Well, how is that even possible? That is absurd. I have never seen this go down once. Huh? I didn't even know that's possible. Okay, good. Sure. This would actually be quite nice. It's just too late to justify that. I'm eyeing the percent damage here in case it gets cursed. You know what? I will lock it just to check out what the values look like in case it gets cursed. We also have a chance that it doesn't get cursed, like nothing at all. Then we have bonus pity chance from it. And if it doesn't get cursed in general, you know, but something else get cursed, then sure, we don't have bonus pity chance out of it. We lost a slot, but we had a chance. Now on the last wave, the dodges were completely mental, you know, that we never got hit. Though, to be fair, we have 89%, right? So the chance to get hit is not high, but we got hit way more, statistically speaking. However, I don't think it would have been a problem if I got hit. It would have just meant we get less money because I have less attack speed, but that's also it. You know, it's not a big deal. So, before someone says, oh yeah, docs. There are a lot of people that miss docs. Before people say, yeah, that's the only reason we managed to survive there, of course that happens to Dex. No, we wouldn't have died. Don't worry. Or don't stress it. Sure. Yeah, that had to happen. Oh my god, you're so annoying. You're actually really annoying now. I have to take that, right? Yeah, I have to take that. There's no way I'll not take that. Actually, yeah, we don't have enough money to really do anything else. The candy bag, I think it's always worth it to take that. The problem is we have one stat that doesn't matter. Actually, we have quite a lot of stats, right? Melee damage, elemental damage, engineering, armor, dodge because it's maxed out, close to it. HP doesn't really matter because we have so much, it doesn't change a lot, but we could get lifesteal, we could get HP regeneration maybe, attack speed, crit. Yeah, I would say it's worth it. Speed is also very good, right? To make sure the enemies don't surround us as much. Sure, I'll take it. Now it would be really funny if we face a double elite because I bite it before we face the elite. And by really funny, I mean it would really not be funny. Though an elite is a lot easier to deal with than the horde wave. However, 2 elites can be very difficult. It really depends on what types of elites spawn. Like, I'm not gonna play it up and say, oh yeah, elites are hardcore, they're so hard and difficult. Oh no, how will we win this? The bigger problem is, depending on the types of elites that spawn, you may genuinely lose. Yeah, definitely not this late. Was I missing? Oh. I didn't even notice that. Okay, you get combined. You have 100% curse, that's insane. I shouldn't have bought that, by the way. This one is okay. That one is quite nice. Let's go. Oh, the next way. I thought something bugged out about the game. I don't know if I told you that, but we have no mods installed right now. The only ones I've installed are 2 libraries that you require to run mods. Like, without them, Brotato just doesn't know what mods are and how they function. So they don't change anything about the game. They just tell the game, hey, this is a mod, and this is how they work, and this is what you do with them. Alter Schwede. Okay. And the other one that I have that is actually a mod is mod menu. But that mod is only there that you can access a menu on mods to change stuff about them. And without that you just can't do that, or you go into the config file of them, you know, which is quite annoying. But because we have no mods, it makes no difference. But, like, I wanted to have a real experience here with Nightmare Mode. I can generally die here. Holy moly. I wanted to have a real experience, but for this we don't have to remove them, right? Okay, like, honestly, you don't do anything. I should take the speed. Yeah, funny. I mean, that is good. That is really good. That is okay. This is useless. Crit? Sure. Would have liked to find another weapon here. So this is not elite. It's my most hated elite. I think we are tanky enough and have enough damage that it won't be a problem either way. But it's just funny that it has to be the one that I have the biggest issues with. I don't even know why, there's just something about the dashing ball pattern that is so weird. And they also changed it that it's no longer a perfect circle. And instead it's like wobbly. Okay. Good. You know what, Ghost Mag should be way more broken than I thought. I expected there would be a lot more resistance from the enemies. And the negative armor will deal so much damage to me that I can't survive. But all we had to do was go for bonus attack speed. The Pierce is also nice, you know, additionally, it's like a bonus damage on each attack that you do. Though we have seen it doesn't do a lot for the hot wave, right? We always get flooded in there. But it would have probably been worse without it. 6 range damage, I could just get rid of that. But we have a lot of damage scaling. I should take that. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Attack speed, very good. Bag, a little bit late. Okay. Banish. Attack speed is really good. Like, really, really good. I will give you a chance to get cursed. That would stack up a ridiculous amount of damage over the entire wave. Like, if it gets cursed, we have 40% chance to curse any item in there. If it gets cursed, we just run away from the bosses, probably. And then I take on them towards the end of the wave. I mean, honestly, I think we are strong enough we don't even need that item. But if you have that item, why gamble, right? Why risk it? Why risk it for the biscuit if you can just win? I'm getting flooded a little bit. Huh. Dodge is cap, good. And very close to the cap, which is amazing. Sometimes you shoot over it quite a bit and that's just wasted stats at one point. Like if you buy an item that is very good for you, but it gives you dodge, it will just be wasted. But in our case, we did a good job. Okay. This also showcases really well why the wisdom would be so insane. Like on max length fights, we would be astronomically strong. I should have banished it actually. Yeah, okay. Like I'm not happy about it, but it's fine. That's useless. It's not useless. There could be so much healing, but I don't think so. Like the damage is just better. So, let's go. Let's run away. I will circle them a little bit, just to see how much damage we deal, but I'll stay around this guy, because it's a lot easier to dodge his balls than it is with the other guy. And also the circle thing, the windmill of death, is quite annoying. You know, when you let it grow to the maximum, then it's really annoying. Honestly, this guy here, I think he's super chill. Yeah, honestly, like, both bosses are super chill. I don't know what I was concerned about. Perfect. Well, that was it. Nightmare mode with Ghost. First one done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. See you the next time. Bye bye.